On any given day in the White Mountains, you'll find thousands of people with backpacks on, heading onto a trail. Some of these hikers take on a special mission, trying to summit all of New Hampshire's 4,000-foot tall mountains. 48 of them. It can take years.
They haven't heard of the 48, they soon hear of the 48 when they start to go hiking, and I think a lot of people are motivated by achieving that list.
Andrew Barlow is part of a group known as Hiking Buddies New Hampshire 48. It's a Facebook group where people can join in on group hikes and try a 4,000-footer.
Our ethos is to encourage people to go out on the trail, no matter what their abilities, and to go out in a group.
On this day, Andrew is helping out a hiker who has some added challenges. This is 33-year-old Samantha Veo, known as Sammy. She was born with cerebral palsy and deaf. She, too, is taking on the 48 4,000-footers. We spoke with her with the help of sign language interpreter Lisa Kinsman.
So, you know, having a disability, it's nice to, I'm not going to let that stop me. And I was thinking to myself, I can do it. Or maybe not, but I won't know unless I try.
So we're at Mount Osceola today, so that's one of the 48 4Ks. It's going to be a nice, hopefully short hike with a great view at the top.
Sammy, her sister Erica, Andrew, and myself headed out to summit Mount Osceola. It's a hike Sammy tried once before, but had to turn back before summiting. Each step for Sammy takes a little longer. Tackling rocks is that much more difficult. Taking on this trail doesn't surprise her sister Erica.
She is probably one of the most stubborn and determined people I know. Ever since she was little, she has never given up on anything once. The doctors told us she was never going to walk, and here she is hiking mountains. So she is just somebody who has overcome a lot of challenges and is an inspiration.
Erica also served as interpreter on the trail. How are you feeling so far?
Good.
Pretty good?
She feels good. Thumbs up. Ready to go.
Hey. Being here, tackling a 4,000-footer is really thanks to a major event in Sammy's life that starts near Worcester, Massachusetts, where the Veos are from.
She was very into sports, very hyper, jumping around, super active, and just kind of marched to the beat of her own drum.
I like to go camping, very outdoorsy. A lot of things in my life involve Special Olympics.
But after years of things like gymnastics, Sammy had corrective surgery on her spine. The once active young woman had to give up Special Olympics and became less active until the mountains came calling.
Doing okay?
Now, I've turned that energy and attention into hiking, and it's become a hobby of mine. So hiking makes me feel energized and, you know, full of life.
Tackling the 4,000-footers did not kick off as planned. She started with Lafayette and Mount Lincoln. It took her and her partner 12 hours.
And I cried a little bit. It was a little frustrating because everything hurt after a while.
She continued to travel to the White Mountains for more. Moosilauke took 10 hours. Garfield, they hit snow flurries. And Tecumseh was a battle.
And when I went up, I felt fine, I felt good. But coming down again, oh man, coming down, it caused everything to hurt.
And to summit Osceola, Sammy had her stumbles and even sat and slid at times, all while her sister did her best to communicate. Erica's sign language was a little rusty.
Where are we again?
We're 600 feet from the top.
So we're close.
Oh, very close.
I just accidentally said 6,000 instead of 600.
600 feet.
After hours of climbing, the trail finally flattened. The trees parted and the summit appeared. Sammy's reaction tells it all.
So what was the hardest part about walking up?
She would say a lot of rocks, a lot of the slanted rocks.
Those were tough.
Yep.
Now that was number 6. That leaves, what, 42 to go?
42 more. Yes. And she hopes she gets to the next one soon.
And she did. A couple of weeks later, she bagged number 7, Osceola East. Sammy is hardly done. There'll be more summit photos, more rocky trails to traverse, and no doubt, more smiles on the mountain.
She amazes me every day. She never gives up on anything, and she's achieved, I think, more than, we could have ever thought. So I'm so proud of her.
Can you describe what it's like to summit a 4,000 footer now that you've done it?
Yeah. So I would say this is what I feel. That is how I feel. It's the best feeling to get to the top and know that you did it and say, yes, woohoo. And I can do it. That's how I feel when I get to the top.